for the third Saturday of October 2025. A few stray thoughts. And a few general remarks. And a few points of view. By way of a roundup of the week. All my own musings. I wish all of you, including those who just give me a thumbs up without reading my column, a very happy Diwali. Let light drive away all the darkness and negativity. NDA declared its list of candidates for Bihar Assembly ahead of India bloc. There were scuffles in Congress party, some alleging sale of tickets. Common malady. BJP too faced rebellion. Even if BJP wins more seats, Nitish will be CM. Topsy-turvy. After Congress CEC meeting on Bihar polls, party workers expressed their resentment. Sudhi Sharma, NSUI says, "We want youth leadership in Bikram Assembly, we do not want just the sons of leaders, the youth should get their rights."
सुधीर शर्मा नाम हुआ मेरा, पटना से एनएसयूआई का विक्रम विधानसभा है। ठीक है, हम लोग विक्रम से चाहते हैं कि युवा के नेतृत्व मिले। एनएसयूआई से समय में पटना विश्वविद्यालय का अध्यक्ष रहे हैं। ठीक है, और अब चाहते हैं कि सिर्फ नेता पुत्रहीन युवा नहीं हो, युवा को हक मिले और अधिकार हो। यही कारण है कि बिहार में युवा आयोग बनाया गया। ठीक है, बिहार में बिहारी बुलाया जाए।
Haryana's Dalit top cop Puran Kumar committed suicide blaming caste politics in suicide note. Just when the death was being monetized, came the news of one PSI committing suicide blaming corrupt Puran Kumar in suicide note. Topsy-turvy. Haryana IPS why Puran Kumar death. The wife of the Haryana IPS officer, who died by suicide, has filed a police complaint against the DGP, a senior cop, for subjecting her husband to caste-based slurs. The late officer's wife Amneet P. Kumar has named DGP, SP of Rohtak for abetment to suicide. She said the officers should also be charged under the Scheduled Castes and Scheduled Tribes Act. She also sought the immediate arrest of the officials allegedly involved in the crime. She was in Japan as part of a delegation led by Chief Minister Nayab Sani when her husband died. An 8-page note recovered by the police details the harassment. Amneet Kumar, late officer's wife, said, "I am not only pleading for my family, but for the value of every honest officer's life and dignity. This is not a case of ordinary suicide, but a direct result of systematic persecution of my husband, an officer from SC community, by powerful and high-ranking officers, who have used their positions to mentally torture him, ultimately driving him to such an extent that he was left with no other option but to take his life."
Sanglikar's weekly, the ink never dries. Sanglikar's weekly, it's all here for you.
In Gujarat, new ministry was sworn in. Prudent CM Bhupendra Patel survived with a new deputy CM. Ravindra Jadeja's wife Ravaba got a ministerial berth. Shock treatment. Gujarat news, Gujarat cabinet reshuffles. 26 new ministers appointed in the cabinet. The BJP-led Gujarat government on October 17 announced a new cabinet with 26 ministers. It includes cricket Ravindra Jadeja's wife Ravaba Jadeja. The development comes just a day after the entire cabinet barring CM Bhupendra Patel submitted its resignation. A senior BJP leader said that the ministers were told to submit their resignations by October 16 afternoon to give the CM. The party leadership a free hand for what has been described by a party leader as a strategic reset. This happened ahead of the local body polls and the 2027 state assembly election. Like, yet another rape of a college student in Durgapur rocked West Bengal. Didi was furious. What was she doing at midnight? Asked Didi. Justification. Girls have to protect themselves. Momita's shocker in MBBS student rape case. Vows strict action against guilty.
West Bengal State Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has said that a girl should not be allowed to go out at night. She has also questioned why her government is always targeted every time a rape incident occurs. She went on to say that similar incidents have taken place in BJP-ruled Manipur, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Odisha, and that the respective state governments must take stringent action. In India's West Bengal, police have arrested all 3 people in Durgapur student gang rape case. The court has remanded them to 10 days police custody under sections for gang rape and criminal liability.
Like Tamil Nadu, had planned to introduce a bill to ban Hindi in advertisements, films and hoardings. Why such hatred for Hindi? Maybe because of BJP. No protests from AIDMK too.
Sunte ho Dubey ji.
Election time in Tamil Nadu. Hindi opposition. War against governor. War against NEET. War against central government deployment of funds policy. All these issues crop up before every election.
The language war has resurfaced in Tamil Nadu. Sources say the MK Stalin government has drafted a bill in the assembly which is aimed at banning the imposition of Hindi in the state. After India Today's scoop sparked a massive political outrage, it seems that the Tamil Nadu government has now backpedaled on its intention, with sources indicating that the bill has now been put on hold. But the larger fault lines over language remain in the state.
Like, Punjab's top cop DIG Harsharan Singh Buller was arrested, caught red-handed taking bribe. Just rupees 7.5 crore cash was recovered. He will be released on bail. Remember Judge Verma? Isn't he okay?
So CBI arrested Punjab Police DIG Harsharan Singh Buller on bribery charges after he was allegedly caught red-handed accepting a 5 lakh bribe in his Mohali office. The bribe was reportedly part of a monthly extortion scheme targeting a scrap dealer in Mandi, Gobindgarh. Buller had been under CBI surveillance for 10 days. Searches at multiple locations led to massive recoveries, including 5 crore in cash and over 1.5 kg of gold, 15 plus properties and several luxury cars.
Like, Maharashtra government relaxed rules for high-rise buildings. Builders and ministers too need Diwali gifts, don't they? Like, Google announced $15 billion tech hub in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Karnataka couldn't digest it. Andhra IT Minister Nara Lokesh said Andhra food is too spicy, so are AP investments for the neighbours. A visionary leader.
We've heard of electronic cities, we've heard of film cities, but have you heard of an AI city? Well, India could soon have one in the city of Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. This week, they got a huge boost. Google announced a massive project in Visakhapatnam. They will be pumping in $15 billion in the next 5 years. For what? To build a massive artificial intelligence hub, an AI hub. Once completed, it will be their largest outside the United States. This hub will have data centers, it will have renewable energy infrastructure and even multiple underwater cables. The plan is to turn Visakhapatnam into a global AI hub. You'll have underwater cables from around the world coming to the city. Think of it as a rest stop for these cables. And the potential is immense. The hub in Visakhapatnam will host infrastructure for top Google brands like Google Search, YouTube and Workspace. It will also boost AI research and innovation, and don't forget the jobs. The facility is expected to generate some 100,000 new jobs. So all in all, it's a big moment for Visakhapatnam. Leadership also matters. The current Andhra Chief Minister is Chandrababu Naidu. He is known as a tech-savvy politician. When Microsoft came to Hyderabad, Naidu was Chief Minister. Now Google is coming to Visakhapatnam and he is again Chief Minister. This is not coincidence, this is policy.
Tamil Nadu insists that Rs 15,000 crore investment is planned by Foxconn in Tamil Nadu. Foxconn rejected this and said in its statement that it doesn't consider these investments as new.
Foxconn has denied any kind of investment coming into the state of Tamil Nadu. The Chief Minister of the state, M.K. Stalin, however, has been claiming that there has been major investment coming in from Foxconn. Foxconn, however, says that no such investment is planned for the state of Tamil Nadu.
China switches trade files to WPS-only format, shutting out MS Word. China's Commerce Ministry issued new documents on rare earth export controls, which couldn't be opened using MS Word or any other American word processor, but only with homegrown software, WPS Office. When will India push its own software? Will it ever?
China just made a small but significant move in its ongoing tech battle with the United States. For the first time, the country's Ministry of Commerce issued official documents that can't be opened with Microsoft Word. According to the South China Morning Post, when Beijing announced new export controls on rare earth minerals, the documents were released exclusively in WPS Office format. That's China's homegrown alternative to Microsoft Office, developed by Beijing-based company Kingsoft. The file simply won't open in Word without conversion, effectively locking out anyone who doesn't have the Chinese software. This marks a dramatic shift. Previously, the ministry routinely released documents in Microsoft Word format, making them easily accessible to international companies and foreign media.
Breaking news, next news item, oh, it's breaking fast. Next news item, blink and it's gone.
Green Diwali in Delhi.
This Diwali, Delhi will see fireworks without breaking any ban. The Supreme Court has given a green signal, quite literally, by allowing green crackers in the capital for a limited window. From October 18th to 20th, sales will be allowed. Fireworks can only happen on October 19th and 20th, and that too from 6 to 7 am and 8 to 10 pm. The court has made it clear, no crackers from outside. Only QR coded green crackers approved by the National Environmental Engineering Research Institute or NEERI. Police and patrol teams will be out ensuring these rules aren't just on paper but on the ground.
Tamil Nadu. Temple and Durga dispute.
With the Tamil Nadu temple and Dargah dispute, it's a big win for the Hindu side in the Madras High Court. With the High Court there upholding the temple's rights on holy hills, High Court has banned animal sacrifice on holy hills. High Court says Dargah prayers only on Eid and Ramzan, can't call hills Sikandar Malai. High Court has said Sikandar Malai name is mischievous and has warned, do not distort historic identity. This is the ruling of the court at this point in time.
Age-old Thirupparankundram Hill, dedicated to Lord Muruga in Madurai, being named Sikandar Hill by Muslims.
Well, in fact, the Thirupparankundram hill has always been a controversial hill, given the fact that there's something very unique about Thirupparankundram hill in Madurai. One part of that hill, there is a dargah where the Muslims go to offer prayers, but on the other part is a Hindu temple. There's a Lord Shiva temple over there. There's a Kashi Vishwanathan temple. So essentially, one hill is shared by two communities. That's the Hindu community and the Muslim community. And now there was a long-standing dispute about whether the sacrifice of animals should be permitted atop the hill, given the fact that there's also a temple over there. And there was another contentious point about renaming this particular Thirupparankundram hill as Sikandar Dargah. The Muslim community wanted this particular hill to be named after their dargah, whereas the Hindu community wanted the status quo name. That's the Thirupparankundram name to continue. A third contentious point, was regarding Muslim community offering prayers at the common staircase. So there is one common staircase that's shared by both the Muslim and the Hindu community leading up to the temple top. And it's in this particular staircase called the Nellitop staircase where the Muslim community used to offer prayers. And there were contentious points about these three issues. And now the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has ruled in favor of Thirupparankundram hill. Number one, the name Thirupparankundram hill will continue. This hill is not going to be known as Sikandar hill, but as Thirupparankundram hill. So the status quo is going to continue. Second point is that animal sacrifice is going to get banned on Thirupparankundram hill. The court says that there is no evidence to show that animal slaughter, that animal sacrifice is an essential part of the Muslim community's ritual.
The Supreme Court on Monday dismissed a petition seeking a court-monitored probe into allegations of electoral roll manipulation made by leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. The plea had demanded an sit investigation, led by a retired judge, into alleged voter list tampering in Bengaluru Central and other constituencies. The bench, however, said the petitioner was free to approach the Election Commission of India for redressal. Like US singer Mary Millie Ben has slammed Rahul Gandhi for his "Modi is scared of Trump" comment. Music to BJP's ears.
Weak PM says Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, and the Congress Party.
The opposition has strongly criticized the exclusion of women journalists from the press conference addressed by Taliban Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi in New Delhi on Friday, demanding that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the centre clarify their stance on the issue. Leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi questioned the Prime Minister's silence, writing on X, "Mr. Modi, when you allow the exclusion of women journalists from a public forum, you are telling every woman in India that you are too weak to stand up for them. In our country, women have the right to equal participation in every space. Your silence in the face of such discrimination exposes the emptiness of your slogans on Nari Shakti." Congress MP Priyanka Gandhi Vadra also sought Modi's response. She wrote on X, "Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, please clarify your position on the removal of female journalists from the press conference of the representative of the Taliban on his visit to India. If your recognition of women's rights isn't just convenient posturing from one election to the other, then how has this insult to some of India's most competent women been allowed in our country, a country whose women are its backbone and its pride?" Similarly, Shiv Sena leader Priyanka Chaturvedi highlighted that no women journalists were invited due to Taliban beliefs and noted that the Bamiyan Buddhas destroyed by the Taliban were in the backdrop during the presser. She added the messaging of the Emirates of Afghanistan as recognized as of yesterday by the Indian government truly ironic. In a follow-up post, she wrote, "I totally get that the presser was inside the Afghan embassy and their protocols follow as much as it is unpalpable to India's stances. However, rules of engagement cannot be abject surrender to their protocols. At the very least, raise our voice of disagreement about women journalists being barred, which I hope MEA will do." Congress leader Supriya Shene slammed both Modi and External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar. Why did the Modi government agree to this men-only Talibani diktat? How weak are you and how spineless are those male colleagues who didn't walk out?
क्या एक विदेशी कलाकार भारत की राजनीति पर टिप्पणी कर सकता है? हाल ही में एक अमेरिकी गायिका मेरी मिलबेन ने राहुल गांधी को खुलकर आड़े हाथों लिया जब उन्होंने अपने ट्वीट में कहा कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी डोनाल्ड ट्रंप से डरते हैं। राहुल गांधी ने सोशल मीडिया पर यह दावा किया कि पीएम मोदी की अमेरिकी नीति ट्रंप के दबाव में है, लेकिन इस बयान पर अमेरिकी सिंगर मेरी मिलबेन ने तीखा जवाब देते हुए लिखा, पीएम मोदी इज नॉट अफ्रेड ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप। ऑफ PM Modi understands the long game and his diplomacy with the US is strategic। यानी मोदी किसी से नहीं डरते बल्कि वे कूटनीतिक रूप से लंबे खेल को समझते हैं। यही नहीं, मेरी ने आगे कहा, मुझे नहीं लगता कि राहुल गांधी इस तरह की लीडरशिप को समझ सकते हैं क्योंकि आपके पास प्रधानमंत्री बनने की क्षमता ही नहीं है। उन्होंने अपने ट्वीट के अंत में लिखा, बेटर रिटर्न टू योर आई हेट इंडिया टूर। सोशल मीडिया पर मेरी मिलबेन का यह जवाब खूब वायरल हुआ और लोगों ने कहा कि मोदी की विदेश नीति हमेशा भारत के हित में रही है। कई यूजर्स ने उनकी बात का समर्थन करते हुए लिखा कि मोदी डजंट प्ले फॉर अप्लॉज, ही प्लेज फॉर इंडियाज लॉन्ग टर्म एडवांटेज। यह मामला अब सिर्फ एक ट्वीट तक सीमित नहीं रहा बल्कि यह दिखाता है कि भारत की राजनीति पर विदेशी नजरें भी कितनी गहराई से टिकी हुई हैं। तो सवाल यही है, क्या राहुल गांधी का बयान सही था या मेरी मिलबेन का जवाब ज्यादा तर्कसंगत लगा?
Like, I wonder what prompted P. Chidambaram to rake up Operation Blue Star and say it was a mistake. Any guess?
Former Union Minister P. Chidambaram on Saturday has said that Operation Blue Star, the June 1984 army action at the Golden Temple in Amritsar, was the wrong way and that then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi paid with her life for that mistake. Says, and I quote, no disrespect to any military officers here, but that Blue Star was a wrong way to retrieve the Golden Temple. Few years later, we showed the right way to retrieve Golden Temple by keeping out the army. Blue Star was the wrong way, and I agree that Mrs. Gandhi paid with her life for the mistake. But that mistake was a culminative decision of the army, the police and the intelligence and the civil services, unquote.
Congress slamming P. Chidambaram over the Operation Blue Star comments. Congress has said Chidambaram faces multiple criminal cases. Statements by ex-HM is unfortunate. Rashid Alvi from Congress has also spoken and said that it's unfortunate. Criminal cases are pending against Chidambaram till now. Maybe he's in pressure. That's why he's attacking Congress.
ब्लू स्टार ऑपरेशन सही था या गलत था, एक अलहदा चीज़ है, लेकिन आज 50 साल के बाद चिदम्बरम साहब की क्या मजबूरी है कि वो एक एक करके कांग्रेस के ऊपर हमले कर रहे हैं, इंदिरा गांधी पे हमला कर रहे हैं कि इंदिरा गांधी ने गलत कदम उठाया है। ये तो वही काम कर रहे हैं जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी और प्रधानमंत्री करते। चिदम्बरम साहब के एक बार फिर कांग्रेस पे हमला करने से बहुत सारे शक और शुबहात पैदा हो रहे हैं। उनके खिलाफ क्रिमिनल केसेस गालिबन पेंडिंग है अभी तक। मुझे लगता है कोई दबाव तो नहीं है उनके ऊपर।
कौन सही है कौन गलत? In new Taki's visit to Dio banned religious diplomacy and a message to Pakistan. The significance of the Taliban leader's visit to Darul Uloom was personal for him and political for the new Kabul-Delhi engagement. Like, I am glad that hardcore Maoist M. Venugopal, alias Bhupati and 69 Naxals surrendered in Gadchiroli, Maharashtra. Many more surrendered in Chhattisgarh too. Welcome move. But I do not understand why Azam Khan is given Y security by Yogi government on coming out of jail.
Exclusive. In a significant development, Malojula Munugopal Rao, popularly known as Sonu, who's a Politburo member of the CPI Maoist, along with 60 Maoist cadres, laid down their weapons today in Gadchiroli district of Maharashtra. This is a major setback for the Maoist insurgency, which comes as a result of sustained and coordinated operations by the police forces under the leadership of the Home Ministry and state governments across the country.
Like T.D. Jagannathan, hailed as Kitchen King, creator of Prestige Cookers, died in Chennai aged 78. Sad.
दोस्तों आज हम बात करेंगे टीटी जगन्नाथन के बारे में। आईआईटी मद्रास के गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट और कॉर्नेल यूनिवर्सिटी से पीएचडी। उन्होंने टीटी के ग्रुप उस वक्त ज्वाइन किया जब कंपनी कर्ज में डूबी हुई थी। पावर चेयर लेने के बजाय वर्कशॉप के बीच वर्कर्स के साथ काम किया और दिखाया कि लीडरशिप क्या होती है। उन्होंने फोकस किया प्रेशर कुकर्स और किचन वेयर पर। जब प्रेशर कुकर्स को लोग खतरनाक समझते थे, उन्होंने बनाया गैस्केट रिलीज सिस्टम, जिससे कुकर सेफ हो गया। पेटेंट नहीं कराया ताकि पूरी इंडस्ट्री सेफ बन सके। फिर आई वो आइकॉनिक लाइन, जो बीवी से करे प्यार वो प्रेस्टीज से कैसे करे इनकार। प्रेस्टीज हर घर का इमोशन बन गया। 1990s में जब कंपनी कोलैप्स के करीब थी, जगन्नाथन ने कॉस्ट कंट्रोल, सप्लाई चेन और रिटेल नेटवर्क सुधार के कंपनी को वापस उठा दिया। प्रेस्टीज कुकवेयर से होम केयर, हेल्थ केयर, पर्सनल केयर तक एक्सपेंड किया और वॉलमार्ट तक पहुंच गए। साथ में उन्होंने रोटरी टीटी के ब्लड बैंक, एडिक्शन रिकवरी फाउंडेशन और आईआईटी मद्रास के बायोमेडिकल रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट्स जैसे इनिशिएटिव से सामाजिक जिम्मेदारी भी निभाई। टीटी जगन्नाथन ने एक छोटे कुकर ब्रांड को $1 बिलियन एम्पायर बना दिया और साबित किया कि एक इंडियन ब्रांड भी दुनिया में शाइन कर सकता है। आज वो हमारे बीच नहीं रहे। 77 साल की उम्र में बेंगलुरु में उनका निधन हो गया।
Like, retail inflation reportedly eased to 1.5%. Really?
India's retail inflation in September is at a 99-month low.
US President Donald Trump appoints Sergio Gore as US Ambassador to India and Special Envoy for South and Central Asian Affairs. Trump considers Modi as personal friend, US Ambassador optimistic for India-US ties. The US Ambassador to India, having recently arrived in New Delhi, engaged in a series of high-level meetings with key Indian officials.
Good evening. It's an honor and a privilege to be here today. I arrived from Washington to New Delhi early this morning, and we hit the ground running. We had a great series of meetings, including with Foreign Secretary Ministry, with the External Affairs Minister, Dr. Jaishankar, and with the National Security Advisor, Bivol. And we just finished an incredible meeting with Prime Minister Modi, where we discussed bilateral issues, including defense, trade, technology. We also discussed the importance of critical minerals and the importance of that to both of our nations. The U.S. values its relationship with India, and under the strong leadership of President Donald J. Trump and Prime Minister Modi, I'm optimistic about the days ahead for both of our nations. President Trump considers Prime Minister Modi a great and personal friend. In fact, just before I left for New Delhi, they had an incredible phone call. And that is something that will continue over the weeks and months ahead. Once again, it's an honor to serve as President Donald Trump's ambassador to India. And I look forward to this very important relationship and continuing to grow and deepen the relationship between our two nations. Thank you very much.
The 70th Hyundai Filmfare Awards 2025 celebrated the best of Indian cinema in a star-studded night hosted by Shah Rukh Khan and Karan Johar. With memorable performances and major wins for Lapata Ladies, the event honored this year's standout films and performances while paying tribute to cinematic legends.
well, लापता लेडीज को मिला बेस्ट फिल्म और बेस्ट डायरेक्टर का अवार्ड। तो वहीं पर बात करें अगर बेस्ट एक्टर की, तो ये शेयर किया दो एक्टर्स ने, कार्तिक आर्यन फ्रॉम चंदू चैंपियन एंड अभिषेक बच्चन फ्रॉम आई वांट टू टॉक। तो वहीं पर बेस्ट फिल्म क्रिटिक्स के लिए शुजीत सरकार ने अवार्ड जीता फॉर आई वांट टू टॉक। वेल, बेस्ट एक्टर क्रिटिक्स के लिए जीता राजकुमार राव ने अवार्ड फॉर द फिल्म श्रीकांत।
तो वहीं पर बेस्ट एक्टर इन अ लीडिंग रोल फीमेल के लिए जीता आलिया भट्ट ने अवार्ड फॉर जिगरा और बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस क्रिटिक्स बनी प्रतिभा रंटा फॉर लापता लेडीज। तो वहीं पर बेस्ट एक्टर इन अ सपोर्टिंग रोल मेल के लिए जीता रवि किशन ने अवार्ड फॉर द फिल्म लापता लेडीज एंड बेस्ट एक्टर इन अ सपोर्टिंग रोल फीमेल में जीता छाया कदम ने अवार्ड अगेन फॉर द फिल्म लापता लेडीज। तो वहीं पर बेस्ट प्लेबैक सिंगर मेल रहे अरिजीत सिंह फॉर लापता लेडीज और बेस्ट म्यूजिक एल्बम के लिए भी राम संपत ने जीता अवार्ड फॉर लापता लेडीज। वो लापता लेडीज ने इस साल कई अवार्ड्स अपने नाम कर लिए। तो वहीं पर बेस्ट प्लेबैक सिंगर फीमेल के लिए जीता मधुबंती बागची ने अवार्ड फॉर द सॉन्ग आज की रात फ्रॉम स्त्री 2। तो वहीं पर लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड दिया गया जीनत अमान को एंड श्याम बेनेगल जी को। तो वहीं पर बेस्ट डेब्यू मेल का अवार्ड जीता लक्ष्य लालवानी ने फॉर द फिल्म किल और बेस्ट डेब्यू फीमेल का अवार्ड जीता नितांशी गोयल ने फॉर लापता लेडीज।